Stadium, Baton Rouge. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And no chance at a return here, and they'll start this drive at their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
That's caught. It's Green. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Snagged out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in teams who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A give to Brown.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Setting up the screen. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. He spins that thing down the middle. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Play action, here's Manning. He'll get rid of it. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Finds his big tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that route.
Arch Madness. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Brown. No room to run, and he stopped right in the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield on the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Makes the pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got a little grass. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback adapting. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Manning on play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center. Right.
Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
26, LSU, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Levin. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. This time on target. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 23 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's San Jose State engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Nice move to keep running. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning with a play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Moving out to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Takes his shot. Finds his man open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's Arts to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
To throw, Manning. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Running inside, it's Berry. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Levin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now here's Manning. Escapes the pressure going right. Got rid of it just in time. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He turns that loose down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Run in the red zone, it's Hall. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. LSU quick to the line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go?
Grabs it. Touchdown, Tigers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Throwing Manning. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's got him. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dangerous screen into traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Arch Madness. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on 3rd down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the perimeter, but nice job tackling in the open field by the defense to now set up 4th down.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Hart's going to spin it again. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Levitt. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the 1st down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. Manning unleashes one deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to the air again. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That was such a risky call with the lead late in the game to go for it on 4th down. That could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to Brown. Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Brown. Not a lot of movement on that one, the defense in position. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air, it's Levin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Well, it's a moment in a game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football in that down and distance to stay on the field, but, David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front.
Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Trying to run, it's Smothers. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. What a show both of these teams put on today.